Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. We are out here in nature. We got the t-shirt on. Feels good. How to stay humble when you're feeling full of it. Someone asked, people say they're cocky and they feel they're a bit sometimes boastful sometimes, and they're wondering how can they stay humble when they're feeling full of it. So let's just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Now that is affecting a lot of people on the planet, because let's say you've got a great profile on Instagram or whatever, and now you're feeling like, hey, I've made it, and your mom calls you from downstairs. We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Or drags you by the ear. Now, let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. Stay humble, stay grounded when I'm feeling full of it. Now, I have shared and inspired millions of people. So sometimes it can get to my head like, oh my gosh, do you know what you've done? Like, I have literally inspired people who inspire millions of people. Slow motion this side. But what's the secret, Ralph? How do you stay so grounded when you have this level of impact, when you have this level of influence on planet Earth? I remember who taught me. That's right. Not only my mom, okay? Shout out to mommies out there. We thank you so much. But my mentor, Omran, who taught me so much. So I owe him so much. If he was still alive, because he passed away when he was very old, I would give him a check for $1 million, right? More than that. Money can't buy wisdom, right? And I am so grateful I had a mentor when I was young that helped me become my greatest version, that helped me become abundant forever. So that's how I stay grounded, to say there were people who came before me and didn't even get the credit they really deserve. And it's like that. You even see it in music. Like even early hip hop, you had people like Tribe Called Quest, right? The pioneers of really pushing the culture forward. And nowadays, it's so easy just to blow up. All you need is just a clickbait song and then you've blown up. But there were people who came before us, just like in classical music. Okay, you got Beethoven. These are the pioneers. These are the people who they will keep you grounded when you realize if it wasn't for these people, we wouldn't be where we are. Slow motion this side. So I've learned the best way to stay humble is to pay homage. Like, I have inspired so many millions of people, and I receive so many messages. Thank you, Ralph. Your videos have saved my life. They've helped me become a millionaire. And I'm like, where's the royalty check? Right? They've helped me in my relationship. They've helped me go for my dreams. And that's a great feeling. And I do the same, because if you don't pay homage, you are gonna feel so full of it. And you're gonna start tripping up all over the place. So how I stay grounded, how I stay humble, is to pay homage to the people who came before me, who put me where I am right now. Never forget those who came before you, and never forget to pay homage. You got to know your roots. And I know my roots. I know who I am. I know my influence on planet Earth. And that's how I stay humble, because I know that all I have to do is just be myself. People, deep divers, such a beautiful community, accept me for who I am. And I know that. And I feel worthy every single day. That's how to stay humble. You see, many people start becoming very arrogant as a defense mechanism. They get caught up in the ego because they feel they have something to prove. I've been doing this, sharing with the world for so long that I am rich forever regardless, right? I've got over 1 billion minutes watched. So I'm set for life. That's guaranteed. That's a promise, right? But not only that, I've got a great community of deep divers who look out for me. That's how to stay humble, to realize that people have got your back. When you know your roots, right? I know all about ancient Egypt. I know all about the 7 Hermetic principles. I know all about business, finance, economics, psychology, right? Graduated. So I'm living in both worlds, the material world and the spiritual world. I know who I am. That's what keeps me humble, because it doesn't matter how much money I have, right? That I know people who are millionaires, it doesn't matter. What matters is how happy you are in the present moment. Slow motion this side. And I know that because I've got a lot of money. I can fly to any country at any time. I can eat at any restaurant at any time, but it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't matter, because the only thing that matters is how you feel inside, but also how you did it, right? How you did it is what will keep you humble. I could have done a lot of things, right? I'm not really one into drama. If I was into drama, trust me, I would even create more sensationalism, but I don't do that. I'm just me, and I'm showing people you can become super rich like me just by being you, okay? So know your roots, know where you came from, right? 7-Day Vegan Challenge always keeps me humble. Why? Because I've had to let go. My whole life is a fast, right? No meat, no dairy, just avocados right now, right? Just beautiful brown rice, just quinoa, just chia seeds. I've had to let go to create space for the plant-based foods that serves me. That keeps me humble. I eat without seasoning. I don't eat refined salt, maybe the pink Himalayan sea salt from time to time, but even then, I'm eating plain, meaning I'm not having a lot of seasoning like I used to on my early journey. Put on a lot of vinegar, a lot of salt, which once again, doesn't serve and promote our wellness. So I stay humble by removing the seasoning. I don't need mayonnaise, thanks, right? I'll just take some beautiful hummus, organic, beautiful stuff. So I eat better to keep me humble. I eat more organic to keep me humble. Because when we are eating a lot of processed junk foods, right, a lot of us, we become super full of it and arrogant because the food has been genetically modified, right? So it's taking over your body. You're not even the same anymore. So to stay authentic, to stay organic, you have to start consuming more organic foods. And that's really what's helped me along my journey. Now, I will say this, that I've learned that it's okay to be humble, right? That's great. But it's also okay to be proud, okay? It is okay to be proud of yourself and full of yourself. I'm in Whole Foods one day and someone says, "Ralph, is that you? I watch your videos." And they were just talking, I'm listening, and they're like, "I love myself. Thank you so much for showing me the power of that, Ralph." And I'm like, "That's great." And they were like, "Look, Ralph." I said, "What?" They're like, "If I'm not full of myself, who else am I going to be full of?" Slow motion that side. We had to do a slow motion in Whole Foods. It was that intense, right? I was like, can we do a slow motion right now? So what I've learned along my journey, is this, that you gotta be okay with being proud. You gotta be okay with being proud of loving yourself 100% to realize you can never make a mistake. There are only stepping stones to help you become your greatest version. A lot of people don't love themselves, they don't care about themselves, they disown themselves, therefore they have high levels of anxiety, depression, panic. It's okay to be proud to say, yes, I'm the best, right? Muhammad Ali said he was the greatest, and he was the greatest. He had that belief in himself that he was the greatest, and the world had no choice but to accept it. Because he wasn't only talking, he was backing up what he was talking about from his actions. Now, I'm proud a lot of the times of who I am, but what I've learned is to don't tell people what you're gonna do. Show them the results. Don't tell people what you're gonna do. I didn't say I'm gonna inspire millions of people. I just showed people the results, and the numbers don't lie. Don't tell people what you're gonna do, show them the results. Many of us, we don't really see where we've come from. I can't start being so arrogant because I know my humble beginnings. I know when I was just in the garden, in my house, right, recording, and I had the afro. I know my humble beginnings, and I was so happy doing it. And that's why I can stay humble, because I know that all of this is just a dream come true. Like, I get to do whatever I want every single day, and I'm rich forever. I'm not complaining, right? And it came from a vision. And I'm making a positive contribution to humanity. That keeps me humble, because I could have taken the other route. I could have used where I was to say, okay, right now, I'm just gonna start tearing people down, because that's an easy way to climb up, right? Start talking about celebrities. I don't need to do that. I just talk about what's helped me along my journey. I've created the blueprint for infinite abundance. You gotta know where you came from. And sometimes, when you know where you've come from, other people, go back to them, they'll help you to remember where you came from. And I've always got a lot of people who used to even watch my videos. They used to watch my videos in the early days, and they remind me where I came from. So that helps me stay grounded, because I'm like, wow, you've changed. And they're like, you've changed. And I'm like, we've both changed. We've both changed, but we've still kept our true authenticity. All of this is a miracle. When you realize everything is a miracle, how it's so intricately interwoven. Like, I realize me living this life is a total miracle, because I didn't really know it was possible until I started to go along my journey that, hey, I can do this forever, and I can be rich forever, and I can inspire millions of people forever. It's all a miracle. And that's how to stay humble. To realize, look, there are forces working which hold an even greater power than you, working in your favor. Yes, we are the power, but at the same time, there are forces. The whole universe sometimes is conspiring to help you, pronoia, when you are in alignment with your true purpose. Slow motion this side. Just as quick as it came, as quick as it can disappear. Easy come, easy go. Well, it wasn't an easy come for me and a lot of people becoming their greatest version, but that doesn't matter either, because just as it is given to you, so it can be taken away. That's what keeps me humble, to realize that, look, you don't want to be too boastful all the time, because once again, you have a responsibility and you are blessed. You are fortunate enough to live this lifestyle. That could be you out there doing what you love every single day. You are blessed to live that lifestyle. And a lot of people aren't living that lifestyle, right? They're stuck in a 9-to-5 they don't want, they don't like, they don't care about. But you actually love this. So you gotta honor it every single day. And that's what I do. That's what keeps me humble. And the more you do that, the more you realize, gosh, the more I do it, the more it manifests, the more it becomes a reality. Because if you start becoming so boastful, if you're not careful, you might start tripping up and you might lose everything, right? And I always realize that I can never lose anything. Why? Because I am infinite, right? But just remind yourself that it's all a gift. And if you don't take care of the gift, you lose it. Unless you are infinite, then you get it back. What's helped me along my journey? Stay humble. Okay, sometimes when you're feeling full of it, it's to remind myself this, that you see, I connect with a lot of different people and experts in different fields. Like I'm a master of psychology, criminology, becoming your greatest version. Being a vegan of over 13 years, I know a lot about food. I know what I'm talking about. But at the same time, sometimes I have friends who are, I got friends who are fashion designers, right? Right? They can sew you a dress, right? They can sew you a shirt, right? I got friends like that. And I'm like, how do you do that? I'm learning from them. I got scientists as friends. I got people who are into architecture, people who are weightlifters, right? Bodybuilders, okay? I got people who are professional piano players, right? Professional pianists, right? Violinists. I got people who are masters of the Kabbalah, right? Word for word. Everyone you see on planet Earth has something. Everyone can teach you something. We don't know everything, and that's what keeps me humble. And because of that, I have a lot of people helping me in different areas, right? And I realize that I can't do this all by myself. Once you realize that, you will always be successful. Because successful people know they need other people who have different areas of expertise. Okay? I'm an expert when it comes to doing this. I'm a master of it. At the same time, on this side, there's another area I have to master. There's another area. Can you speak 15 languages? No? Well, someone else can in the world. Learn from them, right? So what's helped me along my journey is to realize all of this is a gift. I am so grateful to connect with millions of deep divers on the website and share and realize that people say, Ralph, are you okay? And I'm like, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? And we are out here in the hardened nature. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Have a beautiful day. Do what you love what you do. We're out here in nature. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You.